page is that on?
79.
Do you agree with that one? That shows how their life is deteriorating. All right, so turn to page 79, and let's see. I think it was the second entry. You're going to start even so. Yep. So you did the first example is when the author states comma space quotation mark, and now you're going to immediately start with even so comma. You know what? I'm going to help you a little bit. You read it to me.
Even so, later
Hang
on.
Even so, comma, right?
Yeah, comma, later on, comma.
Even so. Even so, comma, later on.
When everything is normal again.
Too terribly much.
I shall be amazed to think that we, comma.
All right, so I've got you to think, and you keep going. Let's see. We, who were so spick and span at home. So spick and span at home.
So spick and span at
Uh-huh.
home.
Comma. And span at home. Comma. Mm-hmm. Should have sunk. Have sunk to such a low level. And then a period. Perfect.
Period.
Okay. Now, because we have pulled text directly from another source, what has to be on either side of that text? Because we copied somebody's words. So what needs to be on either side of it? Another quotation mark, right? You have to close it with a quotation mark. So we have, there are many similarities and differences, blah, 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 blah. The first example is when the author states, comma, space, quotation mark, blah, 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 period, close quotation mark. Okay? What does that show? Last word, oops, low level. Okay? So this shows what? They said we used to be so spick and span, and you were giving examples of they slept on the same sheets like the entire winter. Their clothes are falling all apart. So this shows what? What about them? That they're not able to do what?
That they're never able to
Hang on. If their clothes are ratty and they're sleeping on dirty sheets and they have a dirty washcloth, that they have to
like live by themselves or like
Means they can't take care of themselves.
yes.
Okay, so this shows they are not able to take care of themselves.
Low level.
Like they used to do. So you've already got low level, period, and then quotation marks. This is going to be your very next part. This shows they are not able to take care of themselves like before, or like they used to do.
This shows that
Like before. So if we have, perfect. So if we have degradation during Anne Frank's time, where the family is deteriorating, their lifestyle is deteriorating, it's falling apart, we show, how are we going to compare that to the degradation that's going on now? People, they're not able to take care of themselves, so their clothes are all ratty and they're sleeping on nasty sheets. How is that similar to what's going on today when we're all in lockdown?
People can't go get haircuts and stuff because they can't get out of the house much, and nobody cuts hairs because all the people are closed down.
Okay, so they're not able to do their personal hygiene like before. Okay, they're not able to come and go as they were before. All right, so how are we going to compare that? During the epidemic, people are still not able to take care of themselves, are they? They're still unable. Okay, will you take care of themselves? Like they used to do. So when we say that people are not able to take care of themselves, so you were talking about they're not able to go out and get haircuts. They're not able to, go to the store anytime they feel like it and buy this, that, and the other. They're not able to go out because so many shops have been closed down. They're not able to go out and replace that worn out jacket or replace that worn out coat. People who don't have washers and dryers at home are not able to get out and go to the laundromat. So a lot of people are sleeping on nasty sheets like these folks were. Okay? Because of all the stress that's going on, how are people feeling?
Sad.
Okay? And so that's, what have we seen go up? What rate has gone up because people are sitting at home and they're sitting.
Yes.
The suicide rates have gone up. So we've seen a couple of different news feeds talking about that. Okay. So during the epidemic, people are still unable to take care of themselves like they used to do. So let's not finish it here. Which has led to an increase in, what'd you say? Because people are sad and depressed, and suicide rates. Suicides. Period. I told you. Well, I heard you. I told you that. Okay. Scotty, go through your blue and find another example of the degradation of the human spirit during Anne Frank's time.
Not until half past 11 did we learn from Mr. K that the brothers had pushed in the outer door with a crowbar and forced the warehouse door.
Okay. So, Mad Props, I like how that man's name is difficult to pronounce. Instead of sitting there and trying to sound it out letter by letter and losing the flow, you just used his initial. Perfect, Mr. K. All right. What page is that on? What are they doing?
89.
Okay, so turn page 89. What are they doing? What's going on in that one textual evidence? What are these people doing?
They're talking about how their door got broken over because they got robbed by these people.
They got robbed. Okay. Would you agree that that is an excellent example of the degradation of the human spirit? So on page 89, what are the first words that we're starting with? No. No. What are the words that we're starting with?
Oh, on that.
The second example is when the author states comma space quotation.
Comma space quotation mark. So the second example is when the author states comma space quotation mark. You want me to do that for you? Go back to that spot, okay? Start reading it to me.
Not until 11:30 did we the outer door.
That doesn't sound right. Did we?
Wait, did we learn from
Oh, okay.
Mr. K?
Okay, now here we're going to have to spell his name out. Learn.
Oh, K-O-O-P
Mr. Capital K-O-O-P.
H-U-I-S.
That what?
That the burglars had pushed in the outer door.
Okay, so I'm going to let you start here with burglars. Burglars, B-U-R-G-L-A-R-S. Had pushed in. The outer door. With a crowbar. H-U-I-S. And had forced the warehouse door. W-A-R-E-H-O-U-S-E. All one word. The warehouse door. And then how are you going to end that? Yes. Okay. Warehouse door. Last one. Period, quotation marks. Make sure you do a space. T is capitalized.
This is
And then what's going to end with? Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So our next sentence, this is important because what is that showing? It said that not until 11:30 did Mr. K learn that the warehouse door had been pushed open. What did they do? You said that they were burglars. What did they take? Remember right offhand?
They took some money boxes, some, like 100 something money. They took all their coupons for sugar, 150 coupons.
Yes, perfect. And that's the thing that I think really upset them the most was that they took their ration slips to get sugar. So they stole money. They stole something, I don't know, some postal things. Yeah, maybe some stamps or something. I don't know. Yes, and then they took the rations. So why is that important? Why is it important to know that that's the sentence, the piece of textual evidence that you selected? How does that tie into the degradation of the human spirit?
Because people are being greedy and just taking everything if they want it instead of asking.
I love it. So this is important because it shows how people are being greedy and taking things instead of asking for them. I love it. Type that down. So this is important because it shows people are being greedy